Turned up. Let's go.
What is up, you guys? I'm Charmx. Today I'm going to be reacting to Tabletop Games by James, or The Odd Ones Out. I'm sorry, I had to make that rhyme. Anyway, with that being said, the original link's in the description. Hopefully this will be quite awesome. Man, I haven't seen an Odd Ones Out video in a little while now, but I freaking love The Odd Ones Out. But anyway, with that being said, let's begin. They must be playing freaking Monopoly.
My Monopoly!
They were! What'd I freaking say? You hear screaming and someone's playing a board game? It's Monopoly.
Ariana, give James your $200. You landed on his property. No! He's in jail! I'm not gonna give money to a criminal! That's not how you play! Mommy, why is brother screaming? Shut the f up, Sally. You don't get to talk after stealing my last railroad. I wish I was never born! Me too! You think I wanted this? Hi.
What a wholesome game. Whoever came up with this is definitely not an evil genius.
What you all just witnessed is the phenomenon known as family game night. Family game night plays an important role in the household dynamic, as studies have shown that families who participate in activities together form closer bonds and stronger relationships with each other. So try setting aside some time to play board games with your family. And if they beat you, cut them out of your life forever.
That was terrifying. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of board games with my family. But now that I'm older, I don't really do that. Mostly because I'm playing video games by myself. It's a lot sadder, but anyway.
Okay, have fun, you guys.
I like board games. I guess any game that doesn't involve me
Why was he in like a cell or something?
getting up and moving around, I'm a huge fan of. Also, since I'm bad at everything and don't like playing games against someone who's better than me, I really love the games that don't require any type of skill, like the game Chutes and Ladders, which I just learned today has another name called Snakes and Ladders. And I'm gonna call it that instead, because I'd rather draw snakes than chutes. In Snakes and Ladders, you have no free will.
I never understood why it's called chutes. You'd think slides would be a better name, right? Like, you go to the park, what is that? It's a slide. It's not a chute, right?
You're at the mercy of a single dice, and I love it. While I was looking up walkthroughs for Snakes and Ladders, I quickly learned that this game was made for preschoolers, which is probably why it's so simple. Or how about the game Sorry, which is the most unapologetic game I've ever played. There's some strategy in that game.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Look at that.
That this game was made for preschoolers, which is probably why it's so simple. Or how about the game
And also, look, he is in like a jail cell or something. You got these, like, what is this?
Sorry, which is the most unapologetic game
Look at this, look at this.
I've ever played.
Bow!
There's some strategy in that.
That's crazy.
But most of the time, you're just getting revenge on the players who've wronged you. And the creators of Sorry knew this because the tagline of the game is, Sorry, the game of sweet revenge. Which, if you think about it, is a pretty funny oxymoron. Aha! Take this! Sorry.
I bet the game was made by Canadians.
I know how to play chess, but like most things, I'm not very good at it. Unless I'm playing against someone under the age of 4, I don't want to play that game. Because it shows everyone how bad I am at planning ahead. That's a game that's 100% strategy based. It's like the IQ.
Yeah, it ain't my kind of game. It ain't my kind of game. I don't like chess. However, I do like management games. One of my favorite games on the computer, it's like Software Inc. or something like that. I forget the name of it. But basically, you create like a company, like a gaming company or something, and you develop software, and then you build your empire around your business or whatever. And it's such a fun game. I've sunk so many hours into it. I love those types of games. But when it comes to like chess, where it's so much forethought or whatever, I can't.
Test of board games. Beating someone in chess will put you more ahead academically than anyone with a Harvard degree. And you'll get more babes. However, there is one exception, and that is it's okay to lose at chess if you're playing against a computer, even if it's on easy mode. Computers are way better at planning ahead than anyone, because I don't know how, but a human made a computer that can beat the world's best chess player, but the creator of the computer can't beat the world's best chess player.
This is how we know we as a species are doomed.
So I guess that means it's game over. We tried our best, but we've peaked. Whenever you beat a computer in chess, it was going easy on you. Imagine if we made a computer that could beat the world's best Snakes and Ladders player. I would pay money to see a Snakes and Ladders championship. And everyone watching knows that the person playing is just some Joe Schmo that acts like the world's best Snakes and Ladders player, but they're all still excited. And there's real snakes that you get to slide down? That would be amazing! Sign me up. While we're on the topic of chess, I want to tell you about this cool sport I discovered called chess boxing. This is
Chess boxing? So you're taking it from a thinking sport to a physical sport?
This is an actual competitive sport where two players play chess for 3 minutes, then box each other for 3 minutes. And they keep...
By the end of it, they'll be so out of it, they don't know what they're doing. Is that the idea? I kind of like that. I kind of like that because it implements, you know, your brains as well as bronze. Is that the right saying? I like that idea, actually.
Switching between chess and boxing until someone either gets a checkmate, they run out of time playing chess, or they KO the other player. I love this sport because it combines two polar opposite games, and it's something that anyone can play. Brains over brawn? Try saying that after I sucker punch you in the... Oh, that was a good move. I'm gonna punch you so hard in the balls for that. I know I just...
See, and also in that sport, you have to be good physically and mentally. Because if you're like one of the best chess players in the world, the other person might be okay at chess, but he might be a better boxer, so he could outbox you. So you would also need to be a good boxer as well as a really smart chess player.
Said I was bad at chess, but if there's any YouTubers who want to challenge me to a chess boxing match, I will gladly take you to the ring and we can charge people $12 just to watch. And we can end it in a draw.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
You know, so that way you won't look bad in front of your fans. So Battleship, that's another board game, and it also got a big Hollywood movie based off of it. I haven't seen it, but I hope there's a scene where the captain of the ship goes, "Men, fire at D6?" And then there's an explosion in the distance, and then Rihanna, who is actually in that movie.
Yeah, she was in that movie. She was in that. I haven't seen it, but I know she was in it, because I remember seeing trailers for some reason. Of all the movies, I forget. I mean, for some reason, this one sticks in my head. But yeah, she was in it. And that's probably why I didn't watch it, because it just, whenever you get like really famous people who aren't actors acting in a movie, it's probably not going to be the best.
Movie says, "Sir, the alien sent a message. It says, miss." And the captain goes, Someone write that down so we don't forget. And then there would be an explosion at the back of their ship, an alarm start going off, and everyone on board starts freaking out except for the captain, and he goes, "Rihanna, send the aliens a message. Tell them..."
Hit.
Also, ask them if they think the situation would make a good board game. And if that scene is not in the movie, I hate it.
You are just a hater, James.
Did anyone else collect a bunch of Pokemon cards but never knew how to play the game? I don't think I met a single person who actually knew how to play the card game. Which was weird, because in my school, the card game was just as popular as the video games. Kids would always show off their collection of cards and binders, and everyone always wanted the highly coveted shiny Charizard card. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wait, why did they say remember to take this out? I don't know. But yeah, I never really collected cards when I was younger. I think at one point I started, but I just gave up or something like that. I don't know.
Which had dedicated episodes explaining why these 5 pieces of cardboard were expensive. The shiny Charizard was rare, not because it was good in the game, but because everyone agreed that it looked cool. But then when you ask someone, "Hey, do you want to play a game?" They would say, "Okay, I summon my Charizard in attack mode."
I don't know about you, but I prefer Beyblades.
Does anyone even know how to play the Pokemon card game? I bet none of these guys even know what they're doing. How'd this guy win? He didn't even call Uno. I can't be too hard on the Pokemon cards, because the card game I like is probably way more complicated than Pokemon. I don't know for sure.
Magic the Gathering?
Because, like I said, I don't know how to play the Pokemon card game. But my favorite card game is Neo.
Oh, it just said right there, Magic the Gathering. No, but it's not. It's Neopets. Are you trolling me, James?
I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Okay.
Kind of. I did actually own a lot of Neopet cards. I don't remember exactly how to play. I do remember you have to get 21 points to win, which got me into playing blackjack. But it's okay that I don't remember how to play, because no one else is playing this game.
This is so sad.
I wanted to find some footage of a Neopet TGC championship, only to come to the disappointing realization that no Neopet championship exists, which is sad. So if there's any YouTubers watching who want to fight my Scorchio, square up. Okay, but for real, the card game I like the most is Magic the Gathering.
Damn, I was right. This game, I first found out about it. Let's say I was around 13 to 15 years old when my friends started playing this game, and like I saw them playing it and it just looks so complicated.
And fun little factoid, all 3 card games I've mentioned were created by the same company. My favorite thing about Magic is when Dick Garfield, was first creating the game in 1993, he didn't really have an accurate way of testing the cards to make sure they're all fair and balanced, and he ended up creating some of the most overpowered cards in Magic. And players today refer to these cards as the Power 9, because there were 9 really good ones, which is why every single one of them is banned. Now don't get me wrong.
They're banned.
They shouldn't be banned for their differences. They should be accepted. Hashtag all cards are the same.
The Power 9 are good cards, but none of them are like, you win the game good. Take this one for example, Ancestral Recall. All it says is, draw 3 cards, or force opponent to draw 3 cards. Which is stupid that they added that last part. Why would you ever give your opponent 3 more cards to beat you with?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I never really got into Magic the Gathering, but my friend is getting into it like right now for some reason. Like I was over at his house a couple weeks ago. He was telling me that he got into it and he got a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering cards, but he doesn't play it. So he's kind of like the Pokemon version of what you were talking about, where you collect the cards but you don't really know how to play the game. That's what my friend's kind of doing. I don't understand.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, a slightly better Pot of Greed, which is a card that allows me to draw
You stupid water bottle.
Cards for my deck and place them into my hand, is one of the top 9 most powerful Magic cards? Yeah, Pot of Greed is banned too. Games play such an important role in childhood, and here's what they all teach us. In Magic, if you're really good at what you do, no one will invite you to their tournament. Monopoly, white-collar crime is okay. Battleship, just guess and check. Snakes and ladders, if you see a ladder, climb it immediately. And no one cares about Neopets. Now, if you excuse me, I have to show this
The important life lessons.
prison guard my coupon I have that
Oh, so he was in jail the whole time because of the Monopoly? Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't really sure.
lets me get out of jail anytime I like. And when all is said and done, I thought to myself, what can I do to help strengthen this weekly tradition of family game night? So I decided to create my own game based off one of the most scarring events of my
Oh, James, you created your own game?
childhood. Many of you might recall the traumatic experience my sister and I had with Harry the Moth, and to help me cope, I decided to immortalize this memory by turning it into a card game. Introducing Can't Catch Harry. I let my Twitter followers decide on.
You actually created your own, like, card game or whatever? That's awesome. James is becoming a mogul now. Because, you know, he came up with his own book a couple months ago. I guess now he's got a freaking card game. He's got his own merch as well as YouTube. James, you're a mogul.
A name, and they went with this one, so good job,
Think
guys. Here's a sneak
what
peek
you
of some of the
call it.
cards. I spent a lot of time working on this
Oh
game,
my
and
goodness, it actually exists. That's
I
awesome.
know you're gonna like it.
Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. This was awesome. And I used to love playing board games and stuff with the family when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I really don't do it. My life's boring. But anyway, if you guys like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, possibly share with a friend. If you're new, subscribe and join the family. Make sure you guys go subscribe to The Odd Ones Out. And that's freaking crazy that James has his own card game he's creating. That's awesome. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Boop!